Welcome to this course on what to do if you are living with a hardcore shredder. And I'm not talking about snowboarding. Is your furniture frayed? Are your rugs ripped? Does your couch look like confetti? And are you becoming unraveled? Then this course is for you. This course will summarize all of the reasons why cats scratch, how to deter unwanted scratching behavior, and which types of scratchers really work the best. By the end of this course, our goal is for your cat to be successfully and happily using their scratching post. I'm Dr. Rachel Geller, certified cat behaviorist and the author of the book, Saving the World One Cat at a Time. Too often, behavioral issues can come between cats and their owners, and I've dedicated myself to breaking down these barriers and improving these relationships. My courses offer easy-to-implement solutions based on my lifelong understanding of cats and their behaviors. So now, let's help your cat. Cats have a need to scratch. So many times, cat owners will come to me as a cat behaviorist and ask, how do I get my cat to stop scratching? But not only is scratching a behavior that you can't stop or untrain, we actually don't want to do that. Scratching is a normal and natural behavior that fulfills physical, emotional, and territorial needs. We aren't going to change that, but we can change where your cat scratches. So first, let's understand why our cats need to scratch. Physically, scratching conditions the cat's claws. By scratching on a rough surface, your cat removes the dead sheaths on her nails. Shedding the old part of the claw and sharpening the new part keeps your cat's nails healthy. Using their claws is part of your cat's normal daily exercise. There is also an emotional component to scratching. Just like people, cats have ways to displace their anxiety and stress, and scratching is one of them. When your cat gets that good, full stretch that comes with scratching, there is a terrific emotional release. Their back muscles become relaxed. Their feet become relaxed. Cats scratch for many emotional reasons. It may be as a reaction to change or excitement. It could be a stress response, or when they become overstimulated. Lastly, cats scratch to fulfill territorial needs. Scratching is a visual and scent-marking behavior. When a cat scratches, she leaves a visual mark. This is a warning to all of the other cats that, in order to avoid a battle, you better stay away. In addition, an olfactory mark is left through the scent glands on the cat's paw pads. This is done so that other cats receive information about who left those scratches. It's important to know that these other cats can be real or imagined. You may have a solo, indoor cat, but that cat has the same need to scratch in a way that defines her territory as a cat who shares her home with other cats or goes outside. Cats want these signs around their home to establish their territory and to let other cats know that they are there to stand their ground. Marking through scratching also provides comfort and security to your cat. Being able to mark her territory will leave your cat more relaxed and confident, and this decreases her desire to perform other unwanted behaviors in your home. So, we want our cats to scratch, and we don't want to change that at all. We just want to modify where they scratch. Perhaps you don't have a scratching post, or you do have one and it's just sitting there being unused. There are a few common reasons why the post is not being used. The post is not the right texture or material. The location of the post is not convenient or too far away from where the humans are hanging out. There could be height and weight issues. For example, if the post is not at least 3 feet tall and it's not sturdy, or the cat is not being redirected properly. Your cat needs to have a sisal-covered post or a rope-wrapped post to do the job effectively. Sisal or rope is the right texture for sloughing off the dead sheaths of the nails, conditioning your cat's claws, and giving your cat that feeling of being able to sink his claws deep into that material. Sisal and rope also better simulate trees. Scratching posts made from woven sisal or rope have a more resistant surface, which makes scratching more challenging and fun for the cat. They are also more durable, which means your scratching post won't shred and the fabric won't come apart. Make sure the scratching post is not covered with carpet. Soft, carpet-covered posts are ineffective because your cat needs to be able to sink her nails into a texture that will help slough off the dead sheaths and condition those claws. Additionally, it is easy for the cat to get her claws stuck or tangled up in that loop of the carpet. And if this happens, this is going to scare the cat, and she probably will never want to use the post again after that experience. Another option are cat trees that have scratching posts. She'll enjoy being on the tree, and she'll want to use that post. You can even place it by a window to further entice your cat. The height of the post is also a major factor in whether it gets used. If the post is too short, the cat can't reach up and get a full stretch. Now, to get a good stretch, the post needs to be at least 3 feet tall. If cats have to crouch down to scratch, they will not get the full benefit of exercising and stretching those muscles. And worse, it may even be uncomfortable for them. Cats don't want to hunch or crouch over to use their scratching posts. The scratching post needs to be sturdy with a wide base. This is one of the reasons cats love to scratch couches and chairs. They are extremely stable pieces of furniture. For feral cats who live outside, trees are the preferred scratching surfaces. So now you can understand why cats would be looking for an unmovable object. Make sure the post isn't too light and that it is heavy enough to withstand a cat leaning on it to scratch, play, and pull on it. If the post is wobbly, it might be unsafe. And believe me, your cat is going to know it. Worse, if the post wobbles and it falls, this is going to result in an aversion to the scratching post. The cat's going to get scared, and she will never use that post again. You can be assured that if your cat tips over a flimsy post, it's going to be left untouched in the future. It also helps to determine whether your cat is a horizontal scratcher or a vertical scratcher, or your cat could be both. If your cat is scratching the rug, she is probably a horizontal scratcher. This means that, in addition to some scratching posts, you should have a few scratching pads. If you notice that your cat is only scratching carpets, floors, or throw rugs, then your cat might prefer a flat surface, and that is what is called a horizontal scratcher. Horizontal scratchers, such as cardboard cat scratchers or mat scratchers, would appeal to these kinds of cats. If your cat tends to scratch up and down, say on the back of the sofa, then she is a vertical scratcher and would prefer a post. Now, many cats like both, so it is always a great idea to provide posts and pads for your cat. Now we come to location. You can have a great post, But if it's in the wrong location, your cat may not use it. From the cat's perspective, a faraway location can equal failure. So don't hide the scratching post, because if your cat has to go on an indoor road trip, packing up a picnic lunch, to get to the scratching post, she probably will not use it. Don't tuck the post or pads in a remote corner, because your cat will then resort to scratching on whatever's more convenient and whatever's nearby. The easiest thing to do is to try to look where the cat prefers to scratch, and then put a post or a pad there. Place that scratching post in a location where your cat wants to scratch. So, if your cat enjoys scratching the couch, place the scratching post next to the couch. If your cat enjoys scratching the carpet by your favorite chair, then place the scratching post near that chair. Let's talk about deterring the cat first. When you deter, you also must provide an appealing alternative at the same time. You can't take something away without providing an equal, or maybe even better, place to scratch. Don't use verbal and/or physical punishments. They are not going to be effective because scratching is a natural behavior. Your cat is going to want to scratch. Use deterrence, because deterrence will not be directly tied to you, and you will not be constantly reprimanding your cat. Your cat won't think you had anything to do with it, so this helps to preserve your relationship. The deterrent makes that once appealing scratching surface suddenly become not so great. Now, deterring must be done in combination with creating the right scratching setup and retraining the cat to use it. For the deterrents, cats don't like certain textures to scratch, and these are anything slick or sticky. There are products specifically made that you can apply in the areas that your cat is scratching, but you can also use double-sided tape, a slick plastic placemat, shelf paper, or even a plastic carpet runner. In general, think slick or sticky. Now, I completely understand this won't be very convenient, and it's not going to make your living room look so great. Your furniture or rugs won't look very attractive. But remember, this is temporary as we retrain the cat. Okay, so the deterrents are in place. Now for the redirection part. Place that great new scratching post or pad right next to the spot where she was scratching. Now, your cat's going to come up to the scratching location. She comes up where she's usually scratching on the rug as usual, and she's going to look and see that old spot looking unscratchable. But hey, right nearby, there is this really great looking new option. Ooh, the cat's going to think, this is my lucky day. Look at this wonderful scratching post. She's going to sink her claws into that poster pad, and it's going to feel so much better than the rug. This way, the cat makes the decision on her own that she likes the scratching post or scratching pad better. It's always better to let the cat take control. If your cat likes catnip, you can further help the process along by rubbing the poster pad with catnip. This will spark her interest. You can also use interactive play to help with the retraining. Use a fishing pole type toy or even a long feather and move it in an enticing manner along or over the scratching pad or over the post with the post on its side. Once your cat pounces on it, she's going to discover on her own that this is a more effective scratching surface than the carpet. When you feel that the cat has accepted the post, you can place it upright again. Once the cat is consistently using her scratching post or pads, then you can begin to remove the deterrents. But do this step gradually. Don't rush. Make sure she is consistently using the new poster pad before you completely remove the deterrents. I hope you enjoyed this course and learned a lot about why cats scratch, the need for cats to scratch, and how to best provide the right scratching surfaces and setups for your cat. A happy and healthy cat will be using her post and pad consistently for both physical and emotional wellness. If you are still having problems with scratching after following everything consistently for a few weeks, we may need to see a veterinarian to rule out anything medical or anxiety-based. But with consistency and time and patience, this is a solvable problem. Thanks for joining my course, and I do hope to see you in the next one.